Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. It's December 3rd, 2022. The USA is on inside. Coach's Corner is packed already. They're watching it. I just lost Gavin Stewart. Where did Gavin go? I just lost my man, Gavin Stewart, my next guest. But anyway, yeah, the place is packed. I might get kicked off the Soundgarden stage. I was hoping to finish this up maybe with Gavin. Let's see if he can link back in here. No message on. There he is. He's back in here. So anyway, Gavin Stewart, former Benedictine cadet, okay, former Ashley Deering Award winner, now making a splash up there in the ATL for Georgia Tech. He's doing a great job. I mean, he was the ACC Specialist of the Week for his 4 kicks against Pittsburgh. He was 12 for 12 until the last kick was botched, but he got a foot on it, so he gets credit with a miss. But he's having a phenomenal career up at Georgia Tech, like his brother Brad Stewart did that, or has done. He's not doing it now. He's doing what Brad was doing. But anyway, let me get this going before I get kicked off the stage. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, former Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, Mr. Stewart himself, Gavin Stewart, on the Coach's Corner hot seat. Hey, Gavin, what's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, it's always great talking to former players and kids like you, and you're making a splash up there at Georgia Tech, but phenomenal job, and congratulations. You had a phenomenal season, and believe it or not, we know there are a lot of Georgia fans around, but everybody was following you at Georgia Tech.
Oh, yeah. No, it was an awesome season. I mean, you just got to thank the whole team as well, offense, defense, all sides of the ball. And after the whole coaching change and everything happened, we all kind of had to buy in and realize all we had was each other, and I feel like that was definitely a big part of our success. But yeah, it was awesome. I know it's always the Georgia fans in Savannah. There's not enough Tech fans. We need to bring more down there.
Well, did you ever think that you were going to be a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket growing up?
I don't know, honestly. I never really knew. So,
I mean, your brother led the way. Brad had a great career up there. Now you're following him. What's this with this 80 numbers between you and your brother? I mean, you guys didn't wear that in high school.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, Brad was 11. I was 14 in high school. So, basically, my freshman year, spring, I switched back to receiver after my freshman season as a kicker. I did both technically during the season, but switched solely back to receiver spring. And then they were like, all right, just pick a number on the roster. It has to be 80. So picked 88, and now it's just kind of stuck with me. So
hey,
that's the story behind that.
It's good luck, right?
Yeah, no, I guess so. Definitely, for sure.
All right. And, way back when I had you on the show as the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic as a high school student, now you're a college student. So are you still following the good old cadets in the football program? Are you pretty impressed with Coach Britt's doing over there?
It's awesome. I mean, 2 years in a row. I mean, they won, was it 42-21 last night? Freaking, yep. Yeah, they're rolling right now. And, I mean, all you can do is just be happy and proud of them. I mean, Coach Britt has obviously done and all the coaching staff, I mean, they've all done a phenomenal job. You just got to sit there as a former cadet and just be proud that that's what the kids are representing us. And, yeah, hopefully I can make the state game because last year I had 2 finals. Because
on a Saturday?
So last year was on Friday. And
that's right. You're right.
Yeah, I had a final exam, and I was super upset I couldn't go to it. But because it was in Atlanta at Georgia State, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make it there for this one this week. So, but, I mean, it's just awesome. Very happy for them. I mean, they deserve it. I mean, everyone knows all the BC kids work day and out all throughout the year, especially in the summer, and it just comes to show whenever season comes around.
Well, yeah, the man does a great job. 12 years there, 6 years in the semifinals, 3 state championships. I mean, it's just been phenomenal since Danny Brick got over there. And, even before Danny Brick got there, people knew about Benedictine Military School, just that they never won the state championship. I think he said last night in an interview, it took him 111 years to finally do it. You know that?
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
You put it that way, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, but everybody knows about the program. So, I mean, is it really about winning state championships or about a consistent, traditional, rich program? And I think that's what they got at Benedictine. And I mean, look at you. You're what? This is your third year out of there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is my third year.
And you're still part of the brotherhood. So no matter whether you're still there or not there, that brotherhood is really, really strong.
Oh, yeah. I think that's just a lot of people don't understand that unless you do go to BC. It's just the continuous brotherhood, whether if it's, I mean, I was class of 2020. There could be someone from class of 1996, and like you're automatically friends. Like it's just the brotherhood you have within each other. You all walk the same halls and went about it the same way. So it's definitely something special. A lot of people may not realize.
All right. So let's talk about your career up there at Georgia Tech. I mean, 3 years. You won I mean, freshman year you kicked field goals. Last sophomore year, which is this your redshirt sophomore year, you're back to being the number one kicker. What's been that? How has that worked? What's it been like for you to go through all this?
I mean, it's all kind of the same process every single day. I mean, the thing with kicking is it's all operation. It's like one of the things on the field that practically has to be perfect. I mean, you have 1.3 seconds from snap to hold the kick to get it perfected. And just kind of growing through the years is I had to kind of coach myself and teach myself how to kick as well, just because it was something I never really focused on too much in high school. So whenever I got to college, it was kind of like the next step for me to really learn how to be a kicker and learn the art to it, which is come to know it's actually really fun, and I really found the love for it. But just kind of over the 3 years, that freshman year, did field goals, last year did kickoffs, and it all honestly was all perfect for me, just because it just gave me a lot of time to kind of perfect my craft and perfect the operation with the holder and the snapper as well. So just, yeah.
Oh, it's a big part of the team. And all, like you said, all the parts have to work right for you to kick that field goal and make it. So we were talking on the phone the other day, like the last kick, I mean, you got credit for a miss, but bad snap, hold it in, get it right. You touched it with your foot, you get counted as a miss. So everything's got to be perfect for that ball to make it through those uprights.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. I mean, Henry and Cade, they were our two long snappers this year, and I mean, they did a phenomenal job. And same with David Shanahan. He's the punter from Ireland. He did a great job too. I mean, things happen, but you just go back the next day and have to fix it up and go about it.
So if you're just tuning in, it's called DeMasi Sports Report. We're at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic after the week. Former Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic athlete week, way back when. Phenomenal three-sport athlete at Benedictine, Ashley Deering Award. And, you know, like you just said, you played so many sports, you couldn't just concentrate on being a kicker. So my question to you, though, is being a football coach, and, you know, high school football, it's different when you have a kicker. You don't push them off to the side. But is it true that you guys are off to the side? You got your own little club and you do your own little thing until it's time to work on those situations?
Yeah, so the specialists, I mean, we kind of have the life, I'll say that. All of our teammates always mess with us just because, I mean, we do what we need to do, but whenever it's kind of our off periods during practice, I mean, you may see us throwing the football a little bit or just messing around, doing whatnot, coming up with fun games to play just to keep us entertained. But the other part is other people don't realize is we go to the indoor whenever we practice the indoor, for instance, we get there an hour and a half early and we're doing our thing. So we have to do basically just for field space reasons. But yeah, no, it's definitely a little bit easier on the body than it was being a receiver doing kicking. But we have our fun, and some of the rumors you may hear about specialists are true, but it's just funny.
Well, I'll give you a quick one. Dallas Cowboy Stadium, Alltel Stadium. Dominic was a punter for Valdosta State, and they got to play there against San Alamo State or whatever. He said what they did is they went out early and see who kicked the jumbotron above the floor. So I mean, and I heard field goal kickers would line up. Sometimes they line up on the line and they try to kick it and hit the goalpost. You guys ever do that yet?
Yeah. So I mean, there's a bunch of different methods of madness, but yeah, you can definitely line up on the post just because that's your target and you just try to hit it every single time. But every kicker has their own little different thing. It's just very, very unique people.
All right, quickly, I know you probably being a former soccer guy yourself want to watch the USA Netherlands, but As far as the rigor and the academics at Georgia Tech are off the chain. And by the way, congratulations, all academic team, not just all ACC specialist week. You're doing a great job. What's it like being at such a school that, I mean, academics is key. I think they put that above the athletics sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, definitely academics is, I mean, that was a big part of me coming here, and like, I know my brother and everything did too, but the degree that you walk out with is the most like special part about Georgia Tech, and the rigor is definitely hard. I mean, I've maintained being able to get good grades, thankfully, but yeah, it's just a lot of hours at the library. I mean, I probably go to the library like 10 plus hours a week, just reading, studying, doing case studies or whatnot. So yeah, and I graduate a year early too, just because I've taken so many classes. So I actually graduate this May. So then next season, or start of fall, I'm going to be starting my master's in business analytics. So yeah, the rigor is definitely true, what everybody tells you. But I mean, also ties back to just kind of from where you're from and the perspective of like BC. I think BC did a really good job helping just kind of to prepare for the rigor. The study habits I definitely keep on that I've learned all throughout BC and stuff, and just time management's the biggest thing. Just because, especially when you get to college, you may have 2 classes that day, but you have the whole day. Like you may have practice for 5 hours in the morning, and then 2 classes. Then you can either go home and sleep and do nothing, or you go to the library and get your stuff done. But yeah, it's definitely true about Georgia Tech. It's definitely hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. Once you get out of high school and you're not home with mom and dad, you're all on your own, and you got to find that time management. And then when you got a coach that's, bearing down on all you guys, it's pretty intense. So quickly, Brent Key seems like a great guy. 21st head coach at Georgia Tech, a Georgia Tech alum. What's special about having that guy as your head coach now?
So yeah, no, Coach Key's awesome. I mean, he's been at Tech since I got here. He was the O-line coach, of course. I think everybody knows. But, I mean, he's a great guy. Really loves the team. And he knows what it takes to be a Tech man. I think he voices that opinion very well. I mean, he was a player at Georgia Tech. I mean, he played on the flats, worked out, did the same workouts, had to go to class. He understands how hard the curriculum is as well. So I feel like having the standpoint of like the player being a former player being a coach really helps him buy into it and helps the players kind of connect too. Because I mean, if he just tells us about his experiences, and like maybe that's a learning point for us, because I mean he went through it, so I mean it definitely would work for us. But I mean he's a great coach. I'm really excited to see how everything's going to change and forward going into the spring and into the season. I think we're all very excited just to see what change happens and how we can be successful next year. So,
well, I'm looking forward to watching you again. And, hey, you get your grad school paid for now. That's pretty special, too. Just keep on kicking that pigskin. You never know what could happen, right?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, that's always the end goal. So,
all right. Well, keep up the great work. Glad you can make it. I'm telling you right now, yeah, my daughter went to Georgia. That's why, I'm a Georgia fan. And, I'll be honest with you. You play him every year. Notre Dame is my team because that's all we had in New York. But the Notre Dame Georgia Tech was always a big game, and I would follow Georgia Tech even when they weren't playing Notre Dame. It's just been something special about, and then believe it or not, moving down here and being so close to it. It's just that campus is unbelievable. So yeah. I don't know if people know that's the oldest on-campus stadium in the United States, but I don't know how many people know that.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool. So there's this video you can watch on YouTube. It kind of explains it. So the old football field, like the stands for it, is still under our stadium. So our stadium, I think it's on the west side. It's like it has the bleachers underneath. Then we built our stadium on top of those bleachers. It's pretty cool. Like you can go up under the stadium. It's for storage now, but it's still like pretty cool, unique thing. Knowing that way back then, that's where all the fans used to sit and stuff like that. But yeah, Georgia Tech's definitely a very historical place, especially in the football realm.
Well, Gavin, you're doing a great job. We're proud of you down here in the SAV. Keep it up. And, I know you're going to be out there next Saturday going go Cadets instead of Cadets. I don't know why you guys go Cadets, but keep up the great work. Excuse me?
I don't know either, actually.
That's something we got to find out. We know about the bleachers under the stadium. Why do they call them Cadets instead of Cadets? I don't know.
Maybe we'll figure that out one day. But I just want to say thank you, Coach DeMasi. Of course, love being on here. And, yeah, just thank you for the opportunity to come on here.
I was upset you didn't get a chance to kick a field goal last week.
I was too. I thought we were going to hit one before the end of the half, but it was, I think it was like a 59, so it was a little bit further, and there was too much time on the clock that I was going to run down. But, yeah, I wish I did too, but we got some extra points.
I know so far in your career, your 40-yard field goal is your longest. What's your in practice, what's the longest you've hit?
So in practice, off of sticks, which is not live operation, I hit a 64 last year. Then
Nice.
live operation, I don't even know. I probably like 61 if I had to guess live. But we try not to go back just because the thing about kicking too, don't want to start on another subject, is you always want to stay at 85% just because that's where you're able to swing away. And
Right.
it's a very big preaching in the kicking world. And try not to go back too far just because if you start swinging hard as you can,
Oh, yeah.
yourself out of rhythm, and you're going to be off and the whole thing trickles down. So, but
Yeah. Well, keep up the great work, and I'll see you during the holidays, and enjoy next Saturday. I got a game, or I'd be up there. I tell you right now, I got to get to one of those games, but I got to coach basketball, so I won't be up there. But once again, love following you. Keep in touch, and as they say now, go Yellow Jackets.
Go Jackets, baby. Have a good one.
You got it. Thanks, Gavin. Have a good one. Have a good holiday, too.
Oh, yeah, you as well. Bye.
Bye. I mean, it's so much fun bringing back these guys that, they do so much. Daquan Dallas is at Georgia Tech also, offensive lineman. Richmond Hill, Fusel is there, too. So we got a lot of Savannah flavor there on that Georgia Tech roster, as we do on the Georgia roster. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up quickly. I'm going to post the interview that I did with Tim Geidera on my website due to the fact that it's a packed house in there, and I know they want to get these 9 big TVs going with that USA game. So stay tuned. 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Give you my quick calls corner. No videos, and go USA. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
All the time. That's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt, Georgia. Because Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for over 20 years running. It's no wonder why. There's always sports, live music in the Sound Garden, and delicious and abundance of pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick your favorite TV, because Coach's is your place to be. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong since 1991 and is always open for dine-in service for lunch and dinner. Remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. Join John Henderson and the crew for the best burgers, wings, and now pizza too. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's right, remember that number, 912-352-2933. So make your next pit stop at Coach's Corner. And as always, make it a night to remember at Coach's.